Hello golfers, Jess Frank coming to you again from the Jess Frank Golf Academy YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining me. And today I've got a really simple way for you to become a better ball striker. Very simple. The things that most people struggle with, most golfers, they tell me they struggle with fat, they struggle with thin, they struggle with contact, they struggle with the bottom of their swing. And since that's our number one fundamental in golf, we want to really use a simple way for you to train that. And that's what it is, it's training. You always want to train yourself no matter what you're doing, whether you're learning how to play piano or any instrument or any game, you're always training. You're always doing the fundamentals that's going to make you better. So today I've got a bottle of Dr. Scholl's foot powder. Very simple, it's about $7 at the at Publix or your local store. And or you can order it off Amazon. Hate to say that, but you can order it off Amazon. And so what we're going to do with this is we're going to spray a line on the ground, and what I'm going to do is just going to spray this line on the ground. In fact, not only going to spray a line, I'm going to spray a box, like a mini box, about a 2-inch wide box. And basically what that's going to do, I think you can see that there. You can see that little box that I drew. So that's going to be the bottom of our swing, okay? So before we even hit a ball, we have to train ourselves for whatever club that you want to use. If you want to use a pitching wedge, if you want to use, I've got a 7-iron, or I've got a 52-degree wedge here. You could even start it with, take your pitching wedge. And all we're going to do here is make swings where you bottom the club out inside the 2-inch box. And so if we could do that, we set up just, small swings, so we're not going to take anything big. And we're just going to go back and forth, make small swings, and make sure that we hit the ground in the same spot. So I don't know if you could see that, but I just hit that center of the box pretty easily. So I would say most people who I train and who I teach have a very difficult time doing this, even on the smallest swings, of hitting the ground in the same spot every single time. I'm hitting the ground in the same spot every time. So you can see, even on the smallest swings. So what I normally see when I give somebody a test like this is that they hit behind it. So they oftentimes hit the ground way behind the ball. So they're hitting way behind the box. I see them completely miss the ground in the box because they're trying to hit at the ground or hit at the ball. Or rarely do I ever see somebody hit too far in front. Rarely, if ever. Okay, so that's something that is very trainable, very simple, and I promise you, no matter what level you're at, will lead to better ball striking. Because basically in golf, you're going to make a swing, you're going to swing the club back and forth, right? But the idea is to hit the ball in a direction solidly, far enough, and with the right amount of curve to get to our target. And so you have to make good contact. And so this is crucial to your game. And I would say anybody who's indoors, locked indoors right now, can take a little piece of carpet, spray a line, or spray a little 2-inch gap here, and make practice swings where you're hitting the inside the box, or just forward of it, never behind it, never missing it, not way on the way on the outside of the box or way on the inside of the box. You're hitting the same spot every single time. And I promise you, just making these little swings and correcting the bottom of your swing, starting with that, start small. I always like to say this, you guys know, start small, then work out to a bigger swing, and you'll hit better shots. And so now when I put that ball down there, I just made really solid contact, hit it in the direction that I wanted the ball to go. I didn't top it, I didn't hit it fat. And so this is something that takes time and skill to develop. And so you can imagine just doing this in the small swinging, just small swings here, small swings, okay. So here's the thing, how do you do it? How do you make that divot every time? So you can see how I'm cutting right through that line there, nothing behind the line, everything inside the box or forward of the box. And so when I do this, how is that happening? How am I making that divot in front? Well, this is how you do it. So first of all, you're balanced on your feet. You have good structure in your arms and hands. And then basically, as I'm going forward, my weight is going forward. Okay? So you can see is that my weight is going forward every time. So that's number one. My weight is going forward. It's not backing up. And so many people, they just back their hips up constantly. Boom, like this. So basically the first thing we're going to talk about is how on the movement on the downswing, the weight's forward. So I'm hitting way in front of the box now. I guarantee you that if you went to the local driving range, you sprayed this box on the ground, you would not see that result from most people. And so what we're doing here is just developing this motion. So the first thing we want to do is on the way through, we want to have that weight forward. We want to have that weight forward. So I'm hitting the ground in the same spot. I'm making the bottom of the swing the same every single time. And now I go ahead and hit a small shot here. And I mean, it works. It works, and it's simple, and it's easy to understand, and it's easy to do once you've trained your body to do it. Now, part of this too is how your hands and wrists work. Like I see a lot of people, their wrists and hands are moving all over the place. So you got to have structure in your hands and arms. This is also very important. You don't want to have your elbows bent. You don't want to have your club set back, your weight set back. This is something that you have to understand, that you can see just this little swing to start with is going to help you hit the ball more solid more often. Okay, so if you're somebody who's struggling with contact, I'll grab my 7-iron now and make a little bigger swing. If you're somebody who's struggling with contact, this will help you. So now I'll go for a bigger swing. So now we'll get same box, same it's there, right? Go a little bigger. So now every single time when I swing, I'm never hitting behind. I'm never missing the ground. I'm always making contact inside or a little bit forward of the box. So you can see that. You can see those divots there and how that's working. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit a shot. So now if a fuller swing, I'm going to make sure I make contact inside the box or a little bit in front. So that's the first swing, full swing I've taken this morning. So just from doing this little drill with my wedge, small swings, hit the bottom of the ground every time, swinging in the direction that you want the ball to go, making good contact in the ground, I hit a perfect shot right off the bat. So why not take your time, train the bottom of your swing, train the number one fundamental of golf of hitting the ball in the turf, or hitting the turf in the same place every single time. Train that fundamental, and I promise you guys, you'll be better. You'll play better golf. It'll be really, really, you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy the game a lot more. So you just saw me do that with the 7-iron just after making a few swings. And here's the thing, take your time. Don't go fast. Go back to the wedge again. Like hit one 7-iron. If you have a 5-iron or 4-iron or 9-iron, whatever, it doesn't make any difference. And then go back to your wedge and just make little swings again. So make a little swing. So you'll be surprised, and if you videotape yourself, most people will be taking the club way further back than they think, so they don't have to make this huge turn. And basically, every single time I make a swing now, my swing is bottoming out in the same spot every time. So before you try swinging as hard as you can and trying to hit the ball as far as you can, definitely get that out of there. Definitely have you make these little swings. And so I know this can help you, because this is the fundamental, number one fundamental in golf. I mean, I couldn't hit the ball any more solid. Straight, high, far. Look at where the divot is. I hit the ball, then the turf. Ball, then turf every single time. So, again, number one fundamental in golf. Easy to do. I should say it's not easy to do, but it's if you train yourself how to make the bottom of the swing in the right spot every single time, you'll be a better golfer. You'll have more fun on the course. So if you really enjoyed this video, again, my name's Jess Frank. I've been teaching this game for over 20 years. I love helping people play better golf. You can read the comments throughout a lot of my videos. You know, people are getting better every day using these trainings, and it's all I ask for is just please subscribe, turn on your notifications, leave some comments in there about how you're doing, and then we can go from there. So if you need, if you need help in any certain area, please let me know. But again, I try to train the fundamentals. Bottom of the swing is a fundamental, number one. So let me know. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Have a great day.